Hello, today we are going to discuss about topic forms of a verb. What are verb forms? How many verb forms are there? Okay, so let's discuss it. The name of the topic itself specifies that the verbs can appear in different ways or forms in the English language. For example, to do can appear as does, which is a third person singular form, or as done, which is a past form. Third person singular means simple present tense where we add s or es to the verb. Now let's see how many types of verb forms are there. Okay, so the verb forms are root, second is third person singular, third is present participle, fourth type is past, and fifth type is past participle. So we are going to discuss about these five types of verb forms. The first form is root. It is the base form of a word. Also you have to remember that they do not include prefixes or suffixes. For example, swim, break, find, these are the base form. One important point is that the root form of the verb is used to create other forms of the verb when conjugated. Conjugated means when joined together. But it is always true with regular verbs, but may not apply with irregular verbs depending on the tense. Okay. If you wish to study regular and irregular verbs, you can watch my video on types of verbs and the link is provided in the description box. This means that the root form can create other forms of the verb when conjugated with the regular verbs. But if irregular verbs are there, then the other forms of the verb may not be created when conjugated with the root form, and directly the root form of a verb can be used. Let's see some examples. First example is they are selling good products. Here, root form of the verb is sell, which became selling. So other form of the verb is formed by adding ing. Okay. Second example is the show will begin in 5 minutes. Here, the root form of the verb is begin and it remains the same in the sentence. So it depends upon the tense with the irregular verbs. Okay, let's have a look at the second form, that is third person singular form of a verb, which is a simple present tense. Third person singular form, that is for he, she, it or one, is the verb form that tends to be different from other conjugations. One more important point, for regular verbs, this verb form ends in s or sometimes es. Consider the example given here. He brings, she stitches, it breaks, one falls. So you can see here s or es is added. Okay. Next comes present participle form of a verb. It is created by adding ing to the root word. For example, eat becomes eating. And it's used in the past, present, and future progressive verb tenses. I will show you some examples. For example, first one, she is bringing lunch for me. So here, root word is bring, it becomes bringing in the present tense. Second example, I was reading till late in the night. Here root word is read, which became reading for the past tense, was reading. Third example, I will be buying a new dress tomorrow. Root word is buy, it became buying for the future tense, will be buying. Good going. We are on the last type, that is past and past participle forms of a verb. These verb forms for regular verbs are root word plus ed. Ed will be added to the root word. Okay. It's only used with the past tense. Right? For example, first one, I lost the keys of my vehicle. Here the root word is lose, which became lost. Okay. Second, flowers were plucked by children. Here root word is pluck, which became plugged for simple past tense. This we saw for regular verbs, but the past participle can be difficult to determine for some irregular verbs, such as if I'm showing rise as a root word, it becomes rose in the simple past and risen in the past participle. Likewise, mistake, mistook, mistaken, ring, rang, rung, be, was over, been. Let's see some examples related to this. First example, the show had already begun. Here the root word is begin, which became begun. Second, the picture was beautifully drawn by my teacher. The root word is draw, which became drawn. Let's look at this verb forms list, which will help you to understand this topic more clearly. Here, see the columns are, first is the root, which is the base form V1, that is verb form 1, simple past, verb form 2, past participle, verb form 3, that is V3, simple present, verb form 4, V4, and present participle, verb form 5, V5. Okay, let's see how the root word creates other forms of verb when conjugated with sometimes s, sometimes ed, sometimes ing. Okay, the first root word is melt. It becomes melted in V2, melted in V3, melts in V4, and melting in V5. So look here, the root word was melt, and so many other forms of verb are created from melt. That is melted, melts, melting. Let's see, the second root verb is open. It becomes opened in V2, opened in V3, opens in V4, and opening in V5. Similarly, build in V1, built V2, built in V3, builds in V4, and building in V5. Found, which is the root verb V1, becomes founded in V2, founded in V3, founds in V4, and founding in V5. And the last is be. V1 becomes was or were in V2, been in V3, is in V4, and being in V5. So forms of verb is nothing but one root word creating other forms of verb by conjugation. I hope you have understood this topic thoroughly and enjoyed learning through my video. If you like my video, then do like, share, subscribe, and do not forget to press the notification bell. Hope to see you soon with the next video. Bye bye.